e4, c6, d4, d5, e5, bishop f5, c4, e6, knight c3, knight e7, h3, h6, knight f3, knight d7, b3, knight g6, a3, d takes c4, b takes c4, c5, g4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop takes g4, h takes g4, knight d takes e5, bishop e2, bishop c5, knight b3, queen takes d1, check, knight takes d1, bishop d6, bishop e3, rook c8, c5, bishop b8, knight c3, knight d7, knight e4, castle kingside, rook d1, rook f d8, knight d6, bishop takes d6, c takes d6, a6, knight a5, b5, castle kingside, knight d e5, f4, knight c4, bishop takes c4, b takes c4, knight b7, rook d7, knight c5, rook d8, d7, rook c7, rook d6, c3, rook c1, knight takes f4, bishop takes f4, rook takes c5, rook d3, e5, bishop e3, rook c7, rook c takes c3, rook takes c3, rook takes c3, rook takes d7, king f2, f6, rook c6, a5, rook c5, a4, rook c4, king f7, rook takes a4, rook d3, rook a7, check, king e6, a4, rook a3, a5, g6, rook a6, check, king d5, rook takes f6, rook takes a5, rook takes g6, king e4, Bishop takes h6. Rook a2, check. King g3. Rook a3, check. King h4. Rook a2. Rook f6. Rook a1. King h5. Rook h1, check. King g6. Rook g1. g5. King d3. King f7. e4. g6. e3. Rook d6, check. King e4. Rook e6, check. King f5. Bishop takes e3. Rook takes g6. Rook takes g6.